Hello, and welcome to the Mistwalker Guide. This weapon is without a doubt one of the best weapons in Valheim in terms of non-magical build. It's even very strong on a mage as a stamina swap option. It's got great DPS, amazing proactive control with the frost slowdown, can be paired with parry shield or just a raw defensive shield like the serpent scale shield for piercing, stacks with root harness / bone mass because different layers of defense stack while similar layers do not. So bone mass, root harness don't stack, but either one of those will stack with the serpent scale shield for pierce res, and it's very nice to be paired with the Mistwalker. Oh yes, this thing dominates seeker soldiers. It's good versus the queen with its timing. It has speed, control, and damage. 1.5 times frost damage to enemies that are wet. You can find those, of course, on the Mistlands overworld. You can find them in the infested mines and the wet pits. It is really good. Now, there are ways to compensate for the speed reduction when you have seekers flying at you. With Serpent Scale Shield, I know it's slower than usual. It's slower than dominating seekers, just nothing at all. And then also Seeker Soldiers are really good when you're pinned up against the wall. Parry them. I'll show you all of this in due time. Of course, your great swaps for the Mistwalker include Spine Snap, just Frost Arrow DPS. Of course, Frost and Frost slow enemies down from range while they approach. Once you're in melee range, swap to Mistwalker. They're controlled even more. You just dominate the encounter. You can put on whatever shield that you want. Super smooth. Can't talk about swords without talking about Crom. You have the levels for Crom. Crom is a great swap. It's really good for burst damage. Really good for getting that opening hit on the queen. It's really, really good for getting that juicy booty on the Seeker Soldier. That 1.5 times weak spot. It's really good. Just potential to one-shot it even. And if it doesn't, I mean, just staggers it. You can go around and get another poke middle mouse destruction. I have my own specific Crom guide coming, but just know that that's a good swap if you're going Mistwalker main. Otherwise, infested mines and just overworld to cover for your lack of AoE. You have the Demolisher as a great swap. As a mage, that would be Staff of Embers. And then in the mines, we have Abyssal Harpoon. Not only is this really good for dragging enemies towards you, right up to whatever barriers so that you can cheese them with the good old Demolisher, but also it's really good on the staircase of the infested mines to grab enemies aggro. Literally just throw, get the aggro, and then once the enemies are climbing up the stairs and out of that death trap that is the staircase, once they're on flat ground, you can just maneuver freely and then smack them around like it's no big deal. The Mistwalker is lovely in that regard. Of course, ever since Mistlands, we've had some changes to one-handed swords. For one, they have cleave, so if you smack the ground while you're smacking an enemy, you see that little sparks there? This doesn't reduce my damage. You have no multi-attack damage penalty for hitting all sorts of targets. And that includes multiple enemies, which means this thing is a small group effective monster in terms of damage and control. I mean, this is brutal. Whew, it's so good. I mean, let's take a look at the overall damage. 75 slash, 45 frost. Spirit is not terribly relevant now, but it could become Ash Limes. We'll see. It also has, of course, this glow. This glow makes it easier for enemies to spot you while sneaking. Of course, you won't be using that while you sneak. You'll be using the Crom. But it's something worth noticing. Also because it will clear a little bit of the mist. I don't know if this particularly stacks well with the Wisp Light, but it is really nice. It's a nice touch, and just, good lord, look how gorgeous this weapon is. I absolutely love it. So nice. Of course, last swap, Arbalest. Oh man, Arbalest, this thing is a beast. Beast. Burst damage. You can just fly in after you've staggered an enemy in the mid-range with the Arbalest, and then go out with your Mistwalker flying middle mouse. That is nice, especially while gliding. Of course, if you have an opening shot, Crom. Always Crom. But still, if you have an enemy that's kind of aggro, but they're staggered from the Arbalest, flying middle mouse is always nice. Final swap in terms of sneaking pocket options. Sneaking in the infested mines. Huntsman bow, 4-meter aggro radius instead of 8. This thing is really, really nice for isolating Seeker soldiers so that you can go in and take them out, or just even isolating starred Seekers so that you can take them out, even if they aggro onto you through some like mistake or something. Mistwalker will dominate them. And I mean, check this. Look at the fashion. Look at the aesthetics of that. Just on a side note, that is beautiful. You can even pair it with Dwarger Lantern for double glow, double aesthetics. If you really want to aggro mobs in past biomes, double glow is pretty great. Food-wise, stamina, health. You can mitigate a lot of enemy damage just by beating them up. Seekers can be like ran around and flanked. If they're just waddling away from you, just run up to them and kill them. We have good armor for this, Fenris, so that you have speed to just run around them, run up them, just kill them. We also have Root Harnesk, because a lot of Seekers deal Pierce. They have 2 Pierce attacks and 1 Blunt attack. Just roll the Blunt attack. And it's kind of the same thing with the Queen too. She's got a couple of Pierce attacks, which you can utilize the Root Harnesk and Serpent Scale Shield stacking for. You can just block and make excellent use of that. And you can counterattack with a Middle Mouse Pierce for the Queen, and then roll her slashing attack, or Pierce, block the slam, Pierce like this. It doesn't actually deal piercing damage, it's still slashing. Your attack, that is. And yeah, this Middle Mouse is actually being made longer, but a little bit more narrow in hitbox ever since Mistlands patch. And that's the same for every single one-handed sword, but still, like, the length, pretty great. Pretty great, especially for your gliding Middle Mouses. Be extra stylish. Alright. Potions. Lingering Stamina. Your major healing, of course. And Tasty Mead. Tasty Mead will stack with Lingering. Lingering will give you the stamina that is really crucial in these long, big mines, or even a Queen fight, to just dominate them. A lot of times, Demolisher is recommended for Queen Broods. Even on a regular melee character, I would say Bile Bombs are the way to go. Leaves a DOT that affects Seekers and the Queen as well. It's just really nice. Like, it's just really stamina cheap. It's really, really absurdly fast. Yeah, it's just great. It's so good. Nasty good. Alright. Mistlands Overworld, you're going to have a Fire Barley resistance wine here. You're going to pop that whenever you see your Yawl. And just keep the Root Harnesk on. Of course, you can always switch to full Fenris if you don't see any Seekers around. But in case any Seekers like sneak up on you or fly up on you somehow, you have the Pierce Res and the Fire Resistance. Where normally you would have the Pierce Res and the Fire Weakness, the Barley Wine overrides the weakness and slaps a resistance on it. Alright, these are all of the swaps and all of that good stuff. Now I want to show you a lot of gameplay about this. So first, oh yes, Queen time. I want to show you, I have these Seekers here, and I've hit them with Bile Bomb. I've really just took out Broods and these Seekers got in the way. And I have Mistwalker, Serpent Scale Shield, and what I'm going to do is try to rotate around them, and I'm just going to smack them about. Let's check it. Yep. It's just free dodging. Let's look at that one more time. Move around, strafe to the side of them. It's free. You don't even have to spend stamina on a roll or a block, never mind a parry. You move around them, and you dominate them. Oh yes, it's really good. It is just so strong. Alright. Let's see. Now I want to show you how to mitigate Serpent Scale Shield speed reduction even more. Usually that's better off. Those strategies are better off without the Serpent Scale Shield. But let's say you have an enemy coming up, and you know that the Seeker is about to hit you with like a blunt move, the double overhead slam. It's like, oh, that's blunt attack. It's flying at you, but you know it's going to come at you. What you want to do is stay sort of in the center of the circle, wherever it's flying, the center of the radius, and you want to just run a little bit forward as it's coming at you, and the Seeker will pop over you, and that's free flanking and easy turnaround kill. Let's give this a look. Seeker's coming at me. Oh, free flanking, free kill. Let's take a look at that one more time. It's coming at me. Sprint, free flanking, easy kill. Yeah, super, super smooth. And I'll go back to this queen fight in a little bit. I want to show you this infested mine clip, because here's the Seeker soldier, pin me against the wall. You gotta parry it in that instance. You just take it out, parry and counter, parry and counter. Let's give it a look. Parry, counter, parry, counter. If you have the stamina, you don't need the middle mouse like this. I'm being goofy. You can totally just hit him with the normal moveset. Here, look at that. Normal moveset. I really should have finished him off, but that's fine. He's done so. And also the secret behind him. Love that. Oh, yes. Just simple. You parry him. You smack him around. You parry him. You smack him around. It's simple and clean. It's just like dealing with like an abomination or similar to Stone Golem. It's super easy, super smooth. Love it. Now I want to show you Demolisher strats. Let's see. Here we go. So I'm demolishing the stairs. I want to aggro stuff to bring them onto this top floor. I also want to, sometimes I use Abyssal Harpoon, but if you smack something with the sledge, like some sort of creature that's a like absurdly high aggro radius, so a lot of enemies will start coming up the stairs, and then you can take them out. You basically just stair camp. Uno reverse card. You think the stairs are your death trap? Nope, they're mine now. Let's take a look at this swap. So I'm breaking the ledges. Makes it easier for me to drop off the stairs if there's like a freak 2-star seeker or something. I have an example of that I want to show you later. Trying to get good scouting. Looks like there's creatures down there. I can definitely hear them in this clip. You know, I don't have the audio on for this because I'm talking. But yeah, there's a brood. I know I'm going to aggro other things. Deal with. And here's a seeker just wandering up. Smooth. You see how I... Hold on. You see how I moved while I was attacking like that? It just allows me to be in the really good position. See, I'm moving to the right, and I just dodge that bite for free. You do that. I think I was sprinting at the same time. So yeah, 1-star soldier. I have another seeker coming up. I'm like, oh boy. Forsaken power, bone mass. If you're a mage, Eikthyr. Eventually the queen, of course, but Eikthyr. Look at this. Free flanking, and boom, he's dead. Like, I don't understand. A lot of people said, oh, it's, you know... It's like, oh, they're so easy now. They move around you, and you have so much time to just run away and heal. Why would you run away and heal? Dominate the Seekers. The Seekers' AI makes them wriggle around. That's free flanking. Run up to them and kill them. Don't just stand around like, oh, I'm just gonna... The game's making me wait to parry. Dominate the Seekers. Destroy them. They want to wriggle? Okay, you can wriggle. You will die. Like, come on. They want to fly around you? Okay. Run under them and counter. Yeah. Seems super smooth, super easy. Now I want to show you the lovely instance here. You see that brood down there? Do you see that brood? This brood does a pro gamer move. So here I'm like, oh yeah, I'll get my cheese on here. Brood says nope. Brood says nope. Makes me do an interesting 1-star Seeker Soldier kill with the Mistwalker here. This one's cool because I don't parry. I just bait out the double slam and I counter on the weak spot. Check this. I'm just sort of spacing him out in the mid-range, trying to run around to the back. See that spacing there, that movement? Just trying to stay out of that range and then look at the DPS. That is immense damage. Super absurd damage on that weak spot. You know, the weak spot is actually not resistant to physical or whatever. It is 1.5 times weak to a whole host of elements and physical damage. It's like every single one except for poison. It's weak to. So it's just super smooth, and you get far more effective damage by just waiting it out, smacking the weak spot. It can be a lot harder actually to get a parry counter because you have to maneuver your way over to the ass. Even if you parry that double slam and you're right behind it, it will magically flip the Seeker Soldier 180 degrees, and you will have to sprint over, waste some time, and smack it like that. It's much better to just space out the double slam and smack it while it's doing, basically recovering from the double slam. It is just obscene damage. Okay, now I want to show you this. This is something else that you can do with Seekers. Well, my friends, they unfortunately they die, and it's perfectly understandable that they die to this nightmare because it is a nightmare scenario. It's a bit of a hell mine, something that's really good for like mages to clear. But yep, that's one friend dead. Oh god, bit of a situation, and me, I'm like resigned myself. I'm like, I'm dead, right? This is like, I'm going to die, right? But nope, I escape. I have good potion use, and yeah, I use swift armor. Boom! You see that? Did you see that? Hold on, let's go back. Let's go back. This is what the important thing is. You can jump over Seekers like that. And you can even jump over them while they're in the close mid-range, if they're all coming at you. And you can get an easy flanking kill. If you think you're in a closed off, cornered situation with a bunch of Seekers, jump over them, counter with the Mistwalker. Now you're the one cornering them. It is an amazing feeling. Great Uno reverse card, and that Fenris speed helped me escape there. And that Fenris speed will help you jump over and counter Seekers as well as, of course, all the rotations and everything. And yeah, it's just phenomenal. Now I want to show you another thing here. Let's see. Trying to think where the moment is. It's like the only thing I haven't written down. Silly me. And we killed a soldier. Okay, here we go. Notice my friend with the Mistwalker. I have a Frostner, but we're going to be looking at my friend now in co-op. A 2-star Seeker climbs up at us. Oh. Check this. He flanks it. There are a number of ways to flank the Seeker. There are a number of ways to tank the Seeker. Look at him. Look at the damage that he's doing in the background for free. Oh, and then we just go and shred him. Like, I want to check that out one more time. 2-star Seeker plus a regular one. We're up. We're scared. We're terrified. However, once you get that flanking, look at my friend just bringing the pain on this 2-star, and he's got pretty low sword levels too, and he still destroys that 2-star. Oh my god! Even though I get the finishing hit, that is 99% him. Like, that flanking could have been done a million different other ways. He just shredded that guy. I love that so much. I love it. Alright. Now I want to show you some Queen stuff. Oh yes, Queen stuff. Here we go. More Queen stuff. Love that. Love that so much. So I want to show you some rolling strats. Roll the slash, middle mouse. Counter when she's doing her secret call. Best to run away, because you got to deal with the Seekers and her at the same time. Bile Bomb swap. Look at the flanking that I did there. Tanks, counterattack. Bile Bomb. Really good. I'm just sending them out. Roll. Middle mouse. Roll. Middle mouse. You can see where this is going. Roll. Middle mouse. Roll. Middle mouse. Okay. That's classic and all. But now I want to show you a different strategy, and that involves Serpent Scale Shield, pitting yourself against a wall. So we go, this is like the finishing segment that I do. I got myself pinned against a wall so that I minimize her knockback. Roll the slash. Block the pierce. Hold on. Hold on. Let's check this out. I want to pause certain things. She's gearing up for her double pierce slam. This shit is devastating. But I have Root Harnesk, no Bone Mass, and I have Serpent Scale Shield. What do I block this for? 0.2 and 0.2 for a total of 0.4 damage. I have a total of 50 armor. That's pretty good, you know? And I have the right opportunity to just counter her from there. I roll that. I counter. The bite. How much damage is that? 2.4 and like, what was that, 0.5 or 0.6? Ridiculous. So a total of around 3 damage, let's say. And she's dead. Love that. I love it. I love it. It's so good. Serpent Scale Shield's so underrated now. Ah, it's beautiful. Alright, last thing I want to show you. I already did a full mage guide, link in the description. But I want to show you this battle mage strategy. Similar idea to the 1 star where I had my pure physical character in the Infested Mines. I want to show you how good the Mistwalker is, even without shield, as a stamina option instead of an Eider option on a mage. So I start off this encounter. I'm blasting it in a weak spot. Staff of Frost, 16 elemental magic. That's it. It's like so weak. Try some him and awful strats. I'm going to cut ahead a little bit to the pro Mistwalker jams. Weak spot hit. Yeah, love that. Got it about half health. And I'm like, hey, let's try some Mistwalker. Why not just bait out the double slam and then counterattack? And hey, that seems like a pretty good idea. Got a rebubble. Swap over to the Mistwalker. You know, I got a little bit of stamina. Only 1 stamina food on a mage. Even so, it is just so nice as a stamina rotation option. So I used my Eider. Now it's stamina time. I'm baiting out the double slam here. Spacing out in the mid-range. There's a double slam, run up, counterattack. Just devastating damage, and he's dead. Alright. So, Mistwalker. Oh, wow. Incredible melee weapon. Let me know if you think I missed anything, but I really hope you learned something or enjoyed or both, and I will see you guys some other time. Bye.